Hey, today we're going to talk about training our ears and responding to what you're hearing on the fly. No scales needed, no theory needed. The ears are needed. This is going to be a different kind of exercise. I really hope you join me as we go through this process of developing our ears so that we can respond to what we're hearing inside, and that will result in incredibly powerful and controlled melodic elements. That's coming up. Hi, my name is David Wallerman. Welcome to this channel, which is all about helping guitar players around the world find their voice on the instrument, develop that voice to tell their own personal musical story. And this video is exactly that. That is the video that you need to see if you want to be more in control of your music. That it's very simple. It's maybe a little unconventional, but it's an exercise that really helped me be more in control of what I wanted to communicate on the instrument. And what is required is your instrument and a keyboard, if you can. But if not, don't worry, because you can do this with me through this video, and I also prepared for you an MP3 that will cover this. It will help you do that exercise at home on your own, and it'll be guided for you. Anyways, I'll tell you more about it after, but let me show you exactly what is involved in this exercise. So I've got my keyboard here. I'm going to switch to this view. I'm not a keyboard player, which is a good thing here, because whatever I play, I can't tell you what it is. And that's cool, because we're going to use our ears here. Tied to the keyboard is a sustain pedal that I'm going to activate with my foot. So whenever I play a chord, it goes on and on until I stopped pressing the sustain pedal. So here is the exercise. I'm going to play a chord. Again, I don't know what it is. And generally, when I play a chord on the keyboard, I just play a low note and a few high notes, and that creates a chord. Sometimes the result is pretty awesome. Sometimes it's not, but it's a chord. Okay, that's what we want. So here's the first chord. And I'm just going to listen. And then I'm going to grab my guitar. The chord is going to sustain. And I'm going to play a note, any note. And I'm going to ask myself, do I like this against the chord or not? I do. That's an interval that is attracted to that chord. And then from there, I'm going to imagine, if I go lower, lam, lam. Okay, I want that note. Is that note a full step or a half step? La, la. Can I fit another note in there? La, la. Yeah, would the la half step below work? Not really. I like the full step. So la, la. Two notes below. So. And then from there, la, la. Is that a full step or a half step? That's a half step. La, la. And I'm going to lock into my mind what I'm hearing. La, la, la. Three notes are enough. La, la, la. I know that the sound for la is on the second string, 9th fret. La. The sound for the la is on the 7th. La. And la is 6. La. So really what I have is 9, 7, 6. I'm going to change my chord. I got 9, 7, 6. I'm going to focus on the 9. 9. One note is easier to remember than 3. La, 9. Here's another chord. La. Was it 9? Does a 9 work over this? 9. Or do I want it a half step above? 9, 9. No. 9. Or below? 9, 9. Yeah. So that's 9, 8. 8 should work. Right? All that is happening mentally. So I've got 5, 7, 8. 5, 7, 8. I'm going to use these for the next chord. 5, 7, 8, which I don't know what it is, but here it is. 5, 7, 8. Happens to work. Great. 5, 7, 8, 5, 7, 8. Now we have this one. 5, 5, 7, yeah, 7, 8. Not really. The 7 is going to be my new note. 7. And really I'm building, I'll talk to you here a little bit. What I'm doing is using my ear, locking my ear with a few notes on the guitar and remembering these notes. And then when there's a change of keys, of chords, or whatever, something unexpected, I've got these references in my mind, and those help me basically create on the spot a musical idea that I don't have to name. I don't know what key I was in. I don't know the chord. I don't know any of that, but I just know that my ear uses what I just played as a reference for what comes next. And that allows you to the more you do that, to really be in control of things. Now, yes, you need a first note, because if I play a first chord here, really, I don't know what that is. So I just have to take a leap of faith, right? And just try something. Happens to work. And that's the good news, because in Western music, there are 12 pitches, right? 12 possible pitches. And you can always find 7 pitches that will work over a chord. The 7 note scales that are used so many times. 7 out of 12, that's more than half. So you have less chances of messing up the first note than chances of messing up. And if you do mess up, that's okay. You can also use some clues as to, if you're playing with a band, a rock band or a funk band or whatever, if there's an electric guitar in there or a bass, chances are there's going to be an E in there, because let's face it, when we write something, we like open strings, and the guitar is very E orientated, right? It's the first riff that came out that has an E. So if you're playing with a band that has like stringed instruments, guitars, things like that, try an E for the first note, and from there you can build the rest. I'm going to play a little bit using that, and you can see how the practice should happen. I'm going to start with a chord. I'll start with an E. I'll just C. Bad luck, but that's because I was using a keyboard here, but that's okay. I can adjust it. So I've got my... My ear kind of built the rest because I've been doing this for a while. So I'm looking here and I'm aware that I'm playing 8, 9, 11. Na na na. Na 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 na. I like the na. I'm going to focus on that note, which is on the 15. Remembering that note. I like that. Maybe that's what I wanted. It was just a half step height. I'll remember that in my mind. Na 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 na. Yeah. And so forth. Not every note was great in there, but that's kind of the idea. So how do you work on that kind of thing on your own? Well, if you have a keyboard, awesome. If you don't, below there's a link that you can click. That link will lead you to a page in which you enter your email, a valid email, so I can send you an MP3. That MP3 is going to be basically a guided practice session, just like that. I will guide you through it, but here's how it works. You're going to hear me speak, remind you of the rules, and then you're going to hear a chord. Fish around, find a few notes that work, be creative, be melodic, anticipate the sound of the next note you're about to hit. Imagine what you want to hit and try to hit it. Build some phrases that are the notes are really close to each other. Don't do something like that's hard to visualize and to mentally prepare for that. Close notes, close themes, and then I'll give you a count. All right, we're going to change chords. 1, 2, 3, 4. During that count, stop playing and remember the last few notes that you played. Those are your mental visual reference points, right? You know the frets, you know the sound, and then once you hear the new chord, ask yourself, does that sound work? And if so, well, you know the fret because you just played it. Play it. If not, imagine the next half step up or the next half step down for that. That's what I have for you today. I strongly encourage you to try this exercise. It really works. And if you do this, a few minutes a day, your playing is going to be a lot more focused and you're going to sound like you. And nobody can play the way you play on the guitar. This is your instrument. This is your pencil. You are the author. You're in charge of your story, the musical story you want to say. All the scales and chords and techniques that you learn, they're useful, but they're not going to make your story what it is. Just use those tools, use those techniques to tell your musical story, which is exactly what this channel is about. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have not subscribed yet, you should consider doing it if you like this kind of thing, because every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, there's a new video on this channel that will be sent, helping guitar players around the world find their voice on the instrument. Thank you so much for watching this. Grab the exercise below. I'll see you next time. Practice well.